So the next award is Leader in Diplomacy. We are thrilled to announce Her Royal Highness Ambassador Reema as the World Women Hero 2024 in global diplomacy for her outstanding contribution and leadership. This recognition states that Miss Reema, Royal Highness Ambassador Reema Bandar Al Saud, for her unwavering commitment to diplomatic efforts and creating more interconnected and harmonious world for women and girls around the world. Her visionary leadership and tireless dedication to the discipline of diplomacy aligns seamlessly with the values that are upheld by the World Women Foundation. Please help me welcome the Royal Highness Ambassador Reema.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Your Majesty.
Thank you. Would you like to say some words?
May I invite Ayati to join me on the stage, because as many of you know in royal protocol, a queen outranks a princess. Come. So ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'm very, very grateful to this award and to you for creating this organization that brings not just this many women together, but this many men to listen to us. And that is a feat of diplomacy, my friend. When we talk about diplomacy and its critical need, it's simply because as we look across the world and we see so much conflict and pain, we have to recognize that a conversation can change everything. But what is the hardest is to have a conversation with someone that you fear. Someone that you fear wants to hurt you, and perhaps someone you may have hurt. But the recognition of leadership is to know when to say enough is enough. And the world of diplomats can only function through a collective voice. And we need queens, and we need leaders, and we need people who believe, and we need people who have faith in humanity, and people who understand that tomorrow can be better, not just because we have hope, but that the hope inspires us to do better. And the world of diplomats today have a bigger burden than the world of diplomats before, because the world is afire. And I sat and I listened to what all of my beautiful colleagues, the women who were on this stage, said, and I've been inspired by the women who have taught me that our voice is that deciding voice that can make any conflict go from bad to better. And what I hope is, as the women of the world, the women of Russia and Ukraine, the women of Palestine and Israel, the women all around the world in conflicts that we don't even hear about, I say, ladies of the world, let's put our hands together in the spirit of peace and diplomacy, and let's take back the reins of this world for ourselves, for our children, for their children, because the world won't forgive us if we don't take this opportunity to do better. And I am blessed, I'm honored, and I'm privileged to be selected by my nation to be a voice of my country. For them to choose a woman to represent us to Washington, D.C., the capital of the world, is humbling to me, but it is also a burden that I feel daily. And it is a burden not just to represent my country, but to represent the women of my country who are progressing, who the doors are opening daily in my world. And I am humbled on all levels, but mostly I'm humbled by the words you said and the hope that you give us. And so thank you very much for having me today. I am very, very blessed to be here.
I would like to take a moment to recognize the great work some people do behind the scenes to make it happen. So I would like to welcome Malak on the stage to just, recognize, to put the Middle East agenda on top